All right, we're Sleepy Cow Studios. This is gonna be our game, Mea Culpa, and basically we only have one artist at the moment, so we're a little behind in our assets. But our story is that you're this character Pierre, and you're here to delve into this church to try and find your brother and rescue him from an evil cult. And so we'll demonstrate what we have so far. And my lead engineer here is gonna start talking about the mechanics we have.
All right, so if you just look, I'll talk about for the player we have we're using state machines, and then for the enemies, state machines, and then behavior trees for the AI. So right now that enemy is supposed to be a skeleton, and it's patrolling. So it's just going to waypoints right now, and it's also within a detection state. So if the player were to go in its vision cone, so get close to it.
So right now you see it can't detect us because we're behind it. So you can try and sneak around while it patrols the graveyard. The moment it spots me, it tries to start fighting.
So now when it's in attack range, it'll attack and it'll also strafe as well. See if it changes to strafe. And when you get out of its attack range, it should chase you as well. So yeah, so now it's chasing. So we just have, like basic behavior trees for combat, and then for the player as well, there's just like attack state, there's a hit state, there's also, because it's going to be Souls-like, you can consume a potion. There's a roll and a backstep, but it's still taking the input from the keyboard, so it's sliding around.
Yeah. Hold on, give me a second. Okay.
And there is a stamina system for different attacks.
Yeah, you can see the green bar over there. It's going to relate with your stamina. It's going to decrease based off your moves. I believe it also. Oh yeah. So you can see we have the rolls, we have a block, we have a drink. Right now we just have this development damage state, and you can just die if you get hit. What else do we have? All right. Oh, we also are trying to as well have it compatible with any kind of game controller. That way it feels a little bit more natural to some players, especially if you play Dark Souls on Xbox or PS4, PS5. So you can also do the same things. And then we're gonna show off, this is kind of our developmental area for the AI, but this is kind of more in line to what our game is gonna actually resemble. And we're still working on assets. You'll see that the church is untextured. And I have a textured version, I just haven't been able to merge it. I might switch, if we have enough time, I might switch later to show that off. Which one is it? So we're gonna place our character in the area. Help me out, Anthony. Where's he at? Where's he at? I think that's right. So yeah, you're supposed to enter this church. There's going to be a little puzzle. We're still seeing if we have the time to implement that. But you're going to be able to block to not be able to enter the church immediately. You're going to have to solve something or open the door. And just for now, you can walk through this graveyard. This is a little smaller scale. And we still need to color in a lot of these things, like the tombstones. But I have a textured version of the fence and the church. I'll show that off in a bit, maybe. And you're supposed to come over here and collect this chalice, and skeletons are supposed to be guarding it. And you use that chalice to help proceed to the next level inside the church. So I think I can switch over to show off the textured church. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more similar to what I demonstrated earlier. And here you can see, okay. It's a little bit more design. And we've actually, you can walk straight through here, but we're gonna make this bigger because obviously it doesn't look very cool if you're just inside this tiny church. And I'll show that in a scene, but this is more in line to how it's gonna look finally with the fence textures and the church textures. And you'll see that we've added in little glass panes. I wish you could see that one. Yeah. It's supposed to be a little spooky. So once you get inside the church, you'll start over here on this side, and you'll work your way down. And I just have to switch these normals, and it'll look a little bit more in line to what we envision. And you're supposed to use a chalice collected from the graveyard, and this fountain's going to be a little smaller. But once you collect the chalice, you'll use it and fill it with holy water to progress to this other area that's still going to be fleshed out later. And that's it.